that is covered. I think it's my left. It's orange. It's basically the inverse of her actual eye color. So yeah, it's a work in progress. I'll update you when it's done. Anyways, how the recording go? Miss Rittenhouse, take it away.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm here. You're here. You made it to Monday, November 21st. We have just a short week this week with Thanksgiving holiday coming up. So be sure to check the calendar in your classroom. I can flip over to it for a minute. Let me see here. Let me share my screen. It's been a minute since I've done that. I will desktop share, start sharing my screen. All right. So can you see, hopefully? I think it looks like we're there. So we've got lesson 4.03 today, lesson 4.04 tomorrow, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are off of school. So you will have some much needed time off, breaks. So enjoy your holiday weekend. Does anybody have any plans for Thanksgiving? Go to your grandpa.
Yeah. So today is my mom's 48th birthday, and
Oh,
we're gonna be, doing a lot of things like, we're gonna have some cake. She ordered double layered cake, and it should come soon, probably today. And we're gonna sing happy birthday to her and all that. And yeah,
that is amazing. How exciting. Well, that'll be fun. Is anybody traveling for Thanksgiving? Jake's going to his aunt's. Oh, congratulations, Lexi. That's super exciting. And seeing their families. Oh, your sister's coming home from college, Aria. That's super exciting. Oh, sweet. Grandma fixes your Thanksgiving dinner. That's awesome. My grandma used to make our Thanksgiving dinner, and now my aunts have taken it over. We all bring different side dishes with us. My job is the breads and spreads this year. So, awesome. Oh, a minute. Because I look slightly scary this morning. Maybe. Is it working? There I am. Good morning. I am alive. I am very tired. So the reason that I've missed Wednesday was Ren's asthma had kicked back up again due to a viral infection. And we went to the doctor multiple times, 3 times last week, in the ER a couple times. So we are exhausted. We've been waking her up every 4 hours throughout the night to give her inhaler. And it has just been a tough week and a half here with this asthma. I know, it's not been fun. So we are all sleep deprived. And then what was it? Friday, Mila got whatever viral infection Ren had earlier in the week. So Mila had a high fever the last couple days. Supposedly, when I woke her up this morning, she seemed to be feeling normal. So I'm hoping the rest of you, flu and bronchitis, there's so much going around. Thank you guys. Thanks for the sweet words. I am feeling congestion building up myself, so I'm hoping that I can still dodge it. I hope you understand. You have some asthma.
Well, we're glad that you're back, Miss Rittenhouse. I know you had a really bad family emergency, and
Yeah.
you're not the only one who has like someone that you know that has asthma. I mean, I actually forgot to tell you. One of my friends, Hope. She's in this class. She has asthma too, and she can relate to you. And she's not here yet, but she can relate to you. So Brandon's not the only one. People are suffering from it around the world as well. Moral of the story, always carry your inhalers because you don't know when another one will hit. And I understand that you have to be absent sometimes, Mr. Rittenhouse.
Well,
And I'm glad that you're back. We missed you.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I ended up missing a couple of days. I missed Thursday, or no, I missed Friday too, but I was glad I didn't have to miss
And thank
class.
you for your prayers, everyone. My dog is going to cross the Rainbow Bridge soon because he's being put down because he's
Oh,
old. So he's 9 years old, but he's pretty old for a dog his size and age. But he'll be missed, and I know that. So, but at least we're glad that Mrs. Rittenhouse is back. I mean, that's a bit of the cons of being a mother and a biology teacher.
I
You have,
know.
but I know you're a good mother nonetheless because I know you take care of your kids well.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. You all are so sweet. I appreciate you being understanding and for all the sweet thoughts and sentiments and prayers that you're sending to me in chat. And I'm hoping the same for you, that we can all have a good holiday. I'm like, goodness gracious. Hopefully, we get some of these germs at least out of our system so that we can have an enjoyable Thanksgiving. And if not, I guess we'll be here at home and we have our Christmas tree up. Does anybody else have your Christmas tree up? Dun, 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 dun. Stockings out and all. So we have decked the halls and we are ready for the holiday season. Anybody else get their trees up before Thanksgiving? Oh, thanks. That's sweet of you. You have yours up too? My house is a little bit of a mess right now. See a random sock, some applesauce, tape measure because Ren was tape measuring all of our noses last night. Oh, you decorated for Christmas too? Has his lights up. Hey, smart guy to get them up before the cold comes. I love it. I feel like what other season do we decorate so much for and put so much energy into our decorating? We might as well put it up and really get the enjoyable. Nothing is better. Actually, I usually come down and turn those Christmas tree lights on. It's the first thing I turn on in the morning. I don't think I even made it to the Christmas tree yet. I got coffee and came to my computer. Oh my word, Lexi, stop it. I think my parents have that same snowman topper on their tree. A giant snowman head. My dad loves it. 10 trees. That's awesome. Well, I guess we should do some biology today. Although I like hanging out with you guys, so
It's biology time, my peeps.
we will. Oh, your house explodes Christmas. I love it. All right, we have some learning goals today. All right, what are we going to do? Why are we here? Who would like to read those for me? All right, how about Pip reads one, Ireland reads one, and Aria reads one.
Sounds perfect. What does incomplete dominance mean? Thank you.
What does codominance mean?
Can you complete a Punnett square that shows incomplete in codominance?
Awesome. So you see that today we've got some of our learning goals with some of these new words. Can you point to some new vocabulary words on the slide today? I don't need to tell you. You tell me. What are some of these new words that we're going to add to our genetics vocabulary? Yes, you're on it. All right, so we're going to come down here to the bottom of the triangle and work on our understanding of two new terms today, which are incomplete and codominance. And then we're going to take them and put them into a Punnett square, which should be familiar from last week. So we can come back up here higher on the triangle to this yellow green area, all right, for where we're going to do our Punnett squares using those vocabulary words. But first we need to learn what those are, all right? So before we start there, let's do a little bit of a review. Some Harry Potter genetics. I use this slide.
Harry, did you put your name into the goblet of fire, Harry?
Oh, Kevin in Ireland, you're cracking me up. Awesome. You're fine. No, you're fine. I was just like enjoying your conversation. So let's look over here. Let's go over homozygous versus heterozygous. I personally don't know Harry Potter, but one of my friends put this slide together and I thought it was kind of fun. So we're going to use her Harry Potter slides. Any Harry Potter fans in the house? I don't dislike Harry Potter, I guess. Yeah, I've just never seen it. And I'm not going to lie, I get really afraid. I guess I'm not afraid of like little Harry Potter, but creepy stuff. I just don't enjoy watching stuff. I felt like it was dark when I started watching it. And then yes, Ari, I'm with you with the Stranger Things too. Because then I like sit there on the couch and I have anxiety and I'm stressed out. And then I'm like, I don't really want to sit here on my time that I'm trying to relax and be all stressed out about somebody else's life or what's going to happen around the corner. So I don't know. So I watch football. So somebody tell me in chat, big F, little f, heterozygous, you can use HE, or homozygous. Tell me in chat, hetero or homo. Good. It's hetero because we have one dominant allele and one recessive allele. What about little f, little f? Perfect. Homozygous. All right. Can somebody write the rest of these on the board? Big M, big M. What would that be? Good. Homozygous. Big M, little m. Yes. Big R, little r is hetero. Little r is homo, right? So if it's the same allele, everyone say allele. Yes. I was waiting for Pip to pop on the mic. She's always on the. She's always.
Allele, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I was typing on the board. That's
You're
why.
fine.
Allele.
I was just like waiting. I was waiting for it, and I was like, "Oh, she didn't really say it." Good. So alleles are right. They are a form of a gene, and there are two forms of our genes. There are dominant and are recessive. If we have two of the same type of allele, like two dominant or two recessive, they are homozygous versus two that are different. And then we call them heterozygous. All right. So being a muggle is dominant. We're going to use a big M. All right. It doesn't matter what letter it is. We just pick letters. All right. Being a wizard is a little m. For each of the following genotypes, remember genotypes are what are inside. So the actual alleles, these are genotypes right here. Genotype, genotype, genotype. All right. For each of the following genotypes, let's write the phenotype that they would be. All right. So big M, little m. Would it be a muggle or a wizard? Good. Somebody write muggle. Why would it be a muggle?
Picture an arm wrestling fight. The big M is the dominant. The little m is recessive. guess who wins? The big M.
Good.
In other
Good.
words, the dominant.
You're right. Everyone's saying big M in chat, and I love that of the arm wrestle with on the bicep a big M, the other bicep a little M. Well, my bicep looked really big like that. It's just my hoodie. It's not my muscle. All right. Yes to all of those things. That big M tells us that it squashes the little M when they are together. What about little M, little M? Wizard or muggle? Good. Wizard. What about big M, big M? Our homozygous dominant genotype would be a muggle. Good. Can you guys hear my Christmas music in the background?
No, but I hope it is not All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I hope it's...
It is.
Really? I don't hear it, thanks.
Mila puts down Christmas music literally every morning. She's not even down here right now, but it's still going. I think this is basically her life theme song. She plays Christmas music year long. I have to make her turn it off. All right. I need a reader. Who's going to read for me?
Don't, like Miss Jackson once said, don't be shy.
Yes. Ireland, go for it.
Okay. Oh, great. Now to pronounce these names. Voldemort
I think that's right.
was able to speak with snakes. Okay. The abilities. Oh dear goodness. You know, might just pass this down to somebody else.
Just make it up. I have no idea how to say it either. It's called Parseltongue? I don't know. You got it.
Well, there's another reason I was gonna pass it down, but
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You want me to take over?
Oh, Ireland,
Yes.
keep going.
please, 'cause
You're
I
doing
gotta-
great, Ireland. I believe in you.
Actually,
Well, if no one else wants to, I might do it, if you're fine.
Go for it.
Alright. Good job, Ireland, nonetheless. Good job. Voldemort was able to speak with snakes. The ability to speak with snakes is called Parseltongue, and it is a recessive trait. Little P. Tom's mother, Merope Gaunt, was able to speak Parseltongue, and his father, Tom Riddle Sr., was heterozygous for this trait. Complete the Punnett square to determine the possible genotypes of the offspring. Parseltongue recessive. Ability to speak with snakes, not Parseltongue dominant. Cannot speak with snakes. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So here's our job as a class is to do this. So the genotype of Tom's mother. All right. Tom's mother was able to speak to snakes. So what would her genotype be if she was able to speak with snakes? Good. So the ability to speak with snakes is Parseltongue recessive. And if it's recessive and it shows through, then it has to be what? If that recessive allele shows through, the only time a recessive allele is expressed is when, yes, I think Aria's onto it. Yep. PP, both little p's. Right? Because it's the recessive trait. And the only way the recessive trait can be expressed is if it is by itself. So let's put down here little p. Can we use another letter than P? Because I feel like P is hard to see the difference of. Let's pick
How
like
about we use K for Kai?
kids kind of look the same though too. Yeah, let's do T. Let's do T. Let's do T. So somebody put little t over here. Yes. There we go. Little t, little t. So then Tom's father, let's go back to the question. Tom Riddle Sr. was, what was he? He was heterozygous. So what would his genotype up here be if he was heterozygous? Yeah. Big T, little t. Awesome. So let's do this. If we did this, we would drop dad down. So we'll put a big T here and a little t next to it. Move mom over. Drop dad down, little t. Move mom over, little t. Drop dad down. Move mom over. Drop dad down. Move mom over. Funny thing about that, Mr. Rittenhouse was teasing me this weekend about that. He was just randomly talking to me and he was like, oh, drop dad down, move mom over. I was like, oh, okay. Trying to make fun of me. I know. He gets to secretly be a biology expert too. Mr. Rittenhouse is an environmental scientist. So he kind of has some science in him too. Don't you, Chris? Nope. Say hi to everybody. I'm going to flip the webcam around.
Hello, Mr. Rittenhouse. There he is.
You just get to see everybody today. Oh, and here comes Ren and Raja. You get to
Ren
see
and Raja. Here they are.
Here's the
Princess
troublemakers
Raja.
right here. And Mila.
Hello. Oh, and hi,
Wow.
Mila, too.
Everyone's coming to biology today. Ren just took a shower.
Oh, baby.
Guys, how are you feeling today?
Good.
Good.
Say hi, Raji.
Say hi, Raji.
Hi.
Okay, that's good. Go do your work. Sorry. So you guys got the whole house tour today. You guys are rock stars. That's exactly right. That's how you would do this Punnett squared. Now, I know I'm very distractible today, right? I just missed you guys. All right. So what is this? Why do we do this? We do this because you might have to do this on your end of course exam. All right. It does. It's a real thing, Jesse. So make sure if you don't feel confident in doing what we just did, there are tons of practice things out there. Make sure we do them. Oh, all right. Because we want to make sure you can do those Punnett squares and come up with mom and dad's genotypes. We're going to skip another practice question and go on to what our real objectives for today are because we don't want to run out of time before we get there. All right, codominance. Codominance. All right, that's when we have, like if you hear of co-parenting or what's something else that is co? Are you feeling real fancy with your milk today, Mila? She's pouring her. Bring your milk over here when you're done so you can show everybody this. Co-op. Yes. What does the word co mean? If you hear the word co, ooh, good, like co-ed sports. Right? Co-ed means like there are two. It's male and female together in the same league. Yeah. Co usually means two or to both or like multiple. Good. So, and that's exactly what happens in a co-dominant situation. This is why I wondered what Mila was doing. She has a very fancy water goblet out for her milk this morning. Not our typical drinkware for breakfast. Dominant. What does it mean to be dominant in genetics? What do you associate with? Yes. Capital letter, the strong one. Yes. So in co-dominance, okay, get this. It's not a situation that happens all the time, but it is when both of your alleles kind of own the dominant strength. Okay? So codominance is when both phenotypes are expressed equally. All right? This is a perfect example, largely present as in flowers. So see this flower, we see two colors expressed here. We see red and we see white. Okay, this is a codominant situation. All right, when we have a homozygous dominant red flower that is crossed, so this is mom and this is dad. They are both dominant, homozygous for their phenotype. One is homozygous red, one is homozygous white. So when two homozygous dominant parents cross in certain situations for certain traits, there are codominant phenotypes. And you'll see that both are expressed individually and equally. Okay, so there are red petals and there are white petals, or there are white areas and there are red areas, but both of those are expressed. Okay, I want you to remember this about codominance. This is really what you want to keep in mind. Co and both. Okay, co and both. I share that because the next type of genetic variety is the same but different. All right, look at this. Incomplete. Before I flip to the slide, tell me what you think about when I say something is incomplete. Not finished, not done. Part is missing. Good. I think like not whole, maybe. And that's exactly all of those things are it. In incomplete dominance, neither the dominant or the recessive allele are wholly expressed. So in this situation, you have a red flower that's a mom and a white flower that's a dad. And instead of seeing both of those phenotypes in an incomplete dominant situation, they are blended. Wait a minute, come back. They are blended. What color are the offspring? Yeah, they're pink. See that? So instead of the red and the white being equally expressed, or the red all being expressed, or the white all being expressed and incomplete, you don't see either one of those. Yeah. Right. So that's why I say in codominance, you want to remember both. That's going to be your keyword, your indicator. All right. In codominance, both phenotypes are going to be completely expressed. In incomplete dominance, they're going to be blended. All right. And that's not going to be because of two dominant heterozygous or homozygous dominant. This is because of a heterozygous phenotype. All right. So it's saying, oh, I get one allele from mom and one allele from dad. And when I get both, they're blended instead of one being stronger than the other. All right. So incomplete is a heterozygous blend. And codominance is when they express is a heterozygous situation where they have two dominant alleles and they both are expressed. Okay. Does that make sense? You are going to want to write this down, this would be a perfect flashcard thing. This would be a perfect drawing thing. Co means both. Both of the alleles are expressed. Incomplete means they are blended, that not one allele or the other is completely expressed. Yes, yes. Aria. I was saying Aria and Ireland all together. So let's look at it in a Punnett square. So this is what it would look like in a co-dominant situation. Yes. Aria's they're all good thinkers. Aria's always looking down the road just a little bit further. She's like, on to my next slide. It's not a bad thing. It's always a good thing. All of you all add so much to these conversations, and that's what makes this class so engaging. Yes, in a good way. All right, you all play important roles, just like me waiting for Pip to get on her mic and read or say the word. I appreciate it. All of us have different ways of thinking and processing, and that helps us help our classmates. Go ahead, Pip.
I was just saying.
I think your mic went off.
What? I said thank you, thank you. That's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. My computer must have cut. You're so sorry. All right, so let's do this together. All right, so this is a co-dominant situation in a cow. All right, so look here. We've got a pure red cow, which is homozygous dominant, being crossed with a pure white cow, which is homozygous dominant for white. We're going to cross those together. So you're right, Aria. We're going to use, when you see two different letters, that's going to be an indicator, right? And that's going to be one of our indicators when you see those. All right, so let's do this. Drop dad down, move mom over. Somebody put that up there. Drop dad down, move mom over. You guys got this. Drop dad down, move mom over. Drop dad down, move mom over. Good. So we end up with 100% heterozygous dominant traits. Okay? And so what that looks like is this right here.
How is it heterozygous dominant if all the letters are capitalized? I was just wondering.
Because the W is dominant and the R is dominant because they're both capital letters, even though that there's not a recessive allele present.
I see then.
You know what I mean? They're both dominant, but they're both different letters. So it is tricky. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
And then what we call these cows are called roan cows. But you can see there's definite red spots and definite white spots. So that would be a co-dominant Punnett square. Let's look at the difference between a co-dominant and incomplete dominant. What do you already see different in these genotypes? Yeah. So in co-dominance, there are no recessive alleles, right? But in incomplete dominant, there are recessive alleles. It's very similar, okay? So let's do it. This is a cross that says between two pink flowers. So what would mom and dad's genotypes be? Put them on there for me. If mom and dad are both pink, what are going to go up here in the pink squares? This is dad. This is mom. Yeah, you're right. Good. Big R, little r, big R, little r. That's perfect. All right, so let's spend some time and let's cross it. Let's cross it. Drop dad down. Yep, move mom over. Drop dad down. Move mom over. Drop dad down. Move mom over. Drop dad down. Move mom over. Good. Can somebody put in box 2 for me? Big R. Little r. Perfect. All right, so let's look at what the offspring would be. What is box 1? Big R from dad, big R from mom gives us homozygous dominant as a possibility. What would the homozygous dominant color be? Red. So let's put a tally mark over here on red. Good. So far a 25% chance. Second, box 2, we have big R from mom, little r from dad, making us heterozygous. What color would it be? Pink. So we get a tally for pink. We come down to box 3. We see another heterozygous. Good. So somebody put another tally for pink. And box 4, we get a little r from both mom and dad, giving us that white phenotype. Good. So what would our percentages be? 25 and 25 is 50% pink. We have a 25% chance of being red and a 25% chance for being white. Yes, there will always be four in when you're looking at one trait. 4 combinations always for one trait. Good. Good. Now, tomorrow we're going to look at a dihybrid cross. A dihybrid cross is actually a little different. It is when you look at 2 traits. It's a Punnett square with 2 traits. So it has a lot more boxes. I know. We'll leave that for tomorrow, okay? We're just looking at single crosses today. So what do we need to remember today? Incomplete dominant is a blended phenotype. Codominance is when we get 2 expressed genes at the same time because of 2 homozygous dominant situations. All right. So did we do what we said we would do today? Somebody tell me what incomplete dominance means. Or draw something on the board to show me.
Can I get on mic and explain it?
I would love that.
Okay, so incomplete dominance is when neither allele is fully dominant or if it's fully recessive. So like with the red and white flower we had, then it had like a 50% chance being red or 25% being pink, 50% chance for being pink, 25% being red or white.
Perfect. So good. Thank you so much, Aria. That was absolutely perfect. What about codominance? Can anybody explain codominance? I would love that.
Well, when I think of, I usually forget very easily, but when I think of codominance, I immediately assume that they, when I complete a Punnett square, I see that they're like, both of them, the letters are like capitalized. Regardless, they are both equally expressed, like Olivia said.
Perfect. That's absolutely right, Pip. Good. So we think of 2, but both of those alleles are equally expressed. All right, so you see both colors. You see both the red and the white. They both kind of, it's like calling it a, what is it? A tie when they're arm wrestling. They're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and no one wins, right? It's a tie. And can you complete a Punnett square that shows incomplete dominance? You 100% can, because you did it today, and you'll know that you're doing a co-dominant situation when you see two different letters, right? When you see two different letters, two different dominant letters represented in a Punnett square, your brain can be like, wait a minute, those are two different traits. Something weird is going on here. And then you'll say, wait a minute, that is co-dominance. There is no recessive allele here. All right. Whereas incomplete dominance hides because it looks very much like normal, right? This looks like a normal situation, minus the fact that no one wins, right? That there's a blending. Perfect. All right. So today we have no quiz. Zero quiz, but that doesn't mean our brains should stop doing biology right here, right? Even Mr. Rittenhouse was still thinking about drop dad down, move mom over. So I want you to continue to take this lesson into your day, right? Go do something else with it today. Maybe you're going to make a drawing. That's what these flowcharts are, of the difference between co-dominance and incomplete. Maybe you're going to make some flashcards and you'll put incomplete with a picture on the back and co-dominance with a picture on the back. Maybe you'll watch the recording, play a game, do your reading. All right. Work on the study guide. All those are perfect. All right. I will let you go. I missed you guys. I'm glad you're back. I will see you tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's finish up this 2-day week strong. I'll see you later. Thanks, guys. You have a wonderful day.